Hey everybody, what's going on? It's going to be a little bit of a different setup for me for the next little while as my good computer gets fixed. But for now, we're still going to be talking Montreal Canadiens on this YouTube channel. Before we get started for today's video, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for this channel. There is a button you can click in the bottom right hand corner of this video. Now, the topic of today's video is going to be centered around the Montreal Canadiens top line. And I know there's been a major talking point for this group over the last month because of how well they played together with Caufield, Nick Suzuki, and Juraj Slafkovsky, all really upgrading their play over that stretch of play and been tremendous for the Habs over that sample size. This is a very positive development for the Montreal Canadiens because you're starting to see that this line is exactly what they hoped it would be. Cole Caulfield is that goal scorer, but he's turning into a playmaker as well. You're noticing him rack up the assists as well as the goals now with the pair last night against the New York Rangers. This is just a player that's going to be a star in this league for a very long time. But the main discussion that we want to bring to the table for this video is the continued progression of Juraj Slafkovsky on the top line for the Habs. This is just a player that's starting to figure it out in so many different areas on the ice. He's starting to realize how big of a player he is. And as the Montreal Canadiens brass used when they drafted him, he's just a big horse. And that's just kind of where we're at with this player right now. He's using his size down low. He's using it against the walls to protect pucks and get them out and dish them into scoring areas for the Canadiens. Look no further than the goal that he set up with Cole Caufield last night. That doesn't happen 30 games ago with Slafkovsky, and you're starting to see the skill work pay off with him as well. This is just a player that's still a work in progress. He's only 19 years old, and he's only just scratching the surface. And yet, over his last 25 games, he's playing at nearly a point per game clip, and that's an exceptional tool for the development that the Montreal Canadiens were hoping to see from him this season. This is all just a major green flag for the progression of his game. Like I just mentioned, this kid is 19 years old. He's a monster on the ice, and he's only going to get bigger, and that's going to present a major problem for the rest of the NHL. There were a lot of people that were concerned about how he was going to manage this season because of how last year ended with the injuries and with the inconsistencies in his play. He started off slow this year, but he's been a monster over the last 2.5 months, and that's something that you're going to continue to see with his game because this is a confident player. Sure, there's going to be some bumps in the road, but this is a player that's on a positive trajectory and one that's very encouraging for Montreal Canadiens fans. And that doesn't even mention what Nick Suzuki's been accomplishing as well on that top line. This is a player that continues to score goals, continues to rack up points, and is playing against top lines as well with Caufield and Slafkovsky. He's likely not getting the credit he deserves because when you look at the makeup of this Montreal Canadiens team right now and what they're currently accomplishing with that top line and the points and production that they're putting up, they're going against other teams' top lines when the other teams know very well that the Montreal Canadiens don't have any scoring depth right now. And that's just a major thing that they're still managing to get these points and production with other teams still only having to game plan against this top line. So it's very encouraging that the Montreal Canadiens might just have their top line set for the next 7 to 10 years, and that's a very positive sign for this organization. That's it for me today from Cook's Corner. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the development of Juraj Slafkovsky and where you think his progression can continue to lead in the future. I'm Zach Cook. We'll see you later.